Can your past behavior be used against you in court? Hi, I'm attorney Jill Ruane. In today's class in 2-Minute Law School, we are talking about the rules of evidence, specifically character evidence. Character evidence refers to using someone's personality traits or past behavior to try to prove what kind of person they are, and more specifically, to show how they probably acted in a specific situation. In most cases, this type of evidence is not allowed in court because it's seen as unfair and unreliable. Here's the idea. Just because someone has behaved a certain way in the past doesn't mean they acted the same way now. Courts don't want juries to make decisions based on someone's general character rather than the facts of the actual case. The general rule is that you can't use character evidence to show that someone acted in a certain way on a specific occasion. However, there are some exceptions to this rule when character evidence is allowed. The first is when the defendant brings it up. If the person accused of a crime wants to bring up their own good character as evidence, that's permissible. So the defense can have a witness testify, "I've known this person for years and they are honest and law-abiding." But there's a catch. Once the defendant brings in this evidence, the prosecution can then offer evidence to challenge that defendant's character evidence. The key takeaway here is this: the defendant can bring it up, but then they open the door to it being challenged. Secondly, is in criminal cases with specific traits. In certain criminal cases, character evidence can be allowed if it's directly tied to the case. For instance, in a case of self-defense, the defendant might try to show that the alleged victim had a violent character to explain why they acted in self-defense. And third is impeachment of a witness. If a witness is testifying and there's reason to believe they're not trustworthy, character evidence can sometimes be used to show that they have a history of being dishonest. This is called impeaching the witness, and it's allowed to question their credibility. So let's do a quick recap here. In general, character evidence is not allowed to prove how someone acted in a specific case because it can be misleading and unfair. But there are exceptions, such as when the defendant brings it up, when the specific traits are tied to the case, or when it's used to question a witness's honesty. The goal is to keep the focus on the facts of the case and not let biases or assumptions about someone's character influence the outcome. Class dismissed. But first, if you wish you went to law school or you just want to be smarter and win that next argument with your friends, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can get new classes when they drop.